There was once someone who never needed to raise her voice to control a room. While everyone around her screamed, fought, panicked, exploded things, chased impossible dreams, and turned simple moments into complete disasters, she remained strangely calm. Not weak, not clueless, calm. The kind of calm that only exists in people who have already seen everything life could possibly throw at them. And that's what made her so unsettling. She looked harmless at first glance, almost invisible compared to the louder personality surrounding her. But the strange thing was that no matter how chaotic the world became around her, she always stayed standing when everyone else fell apart. People underestimated her because of her age, her appearance, and the softness in her behavior, but hidden behind that warm smile was someone who understood far more than she ever admitted out loud. The strange part is that nobody ever questioned why she was always there. Think about it carefully. Massive disasters happened around her constantly. Explosions, arguments, violence, destruction, complete madness unfolding every single day, yet somehow she remained untouched by all of it. Almost protected. Almost as if the universe itself refused to let anything happen to her. And while others acted impulsively, she moved with patience. She never seemed surprised, never shocked, never afraid. It was almost like she already knew exactly how every situation would end before it even started. That alone makes her different from nearly every other character people grew up watching. Most characters react emotionally. She observed, she waited, and when she finally acted, things suddenly shifted in ways nobody expected. What makes her even more fascinating is how easily people forget she was surrounded by some of the most unpredictable personalities ever created. Characters with giant egos, uncontrollable tempers, endless energy, and constant hunger for attention. Yet somehow, she became unforgettable without needing any of that. She never chased the spotlight. The spotlight naturally followed her because she represented something rare in that world: stability. In a universe built entirely on chaos, she felt almost real. And maybe that's why people connected to her without realizing it. Deep down, she reminded audiences of someone they already knew. Someone comforting, someone older. Someone who seemed gentle on the surface, but secretly carried enough strength to survive absolutely anything. But if you look closer, there's another side to her that most people completely missed. She wasn't naive at all. In fact, there were moments where she seemed fully aware of the insanity happening around her and simply chose not to react emotionally to it. That changes everything. Because suddenly she stops looking like an innocent bystander and starts looking like the smartest person in the room. Imagine living in a world where danger appears every single day, where everyone around you behaves irrationally, and yet you continue calmly walking forward like nothing can truly threaten you. That kind of confidence doesn't come from weakness. It comes from experience. From surviving long enough to realize panic solves nothing. And then there's the mystery surrounding her presence itself. Why was she always alone so often? Why did she seem so comfortable living inside total unpredictability? Why did even the most aggressive personalities around her eventually soften in her presence? It's almost as if she carried a strange authority that nobody dared challenge for too long. Not because she was physically intimidating, but because she represented something older and deeper than the chaos surrounding her. She felt like the final reminder of order inside a collapsing cartoon universe. A quiet anchor holding everything together while everyone else spiraled into madness. The more you think about her, the stranger it becomes. She looked fragile, but she constantly survived situations that should have been impossible. She looked old-fashioned, but somehow never became irrelevant. She looked soft, yet managed to outlast characters far more powerful and aggressive than herself. And maybe the biggest reason people still remember her today is because she represented a type of person that barely exists anymore, someone who didn't need attention to have presence. She didn't demand respect, she naturally earned it, even in silence. And when people remember her now, they usually remember the surface first. The voice, the appearance, the kindness. But underneath all of that was someone incredibly sharp, observant, patient, and strangely untouchable. A character who quietly survived inside one of the most chaotic fictional worlds ever created without ever becoming consumed by it. That's not accidental. That's mastery. Now think about it. You've definitely seen this character before. But do you actually recognize who she is?
You knew her, didn't you?